Have you ever asked yourself this question? How do you really prepare? Well, your answer would probably be, well, prepare for what? Well, what I'm questioning in my thoughts today is, how do I really prepare for the future? Now you're with me, right? So when we talk about preparation and we're thinking about the future, there's all kinds of things that we're told that we should do, right? We should plan, we should invest, we should strategize, we should come up with a way to have the most security for ourselves and for our family. That sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? But what I want you to do is think with me for a minute. How do you prepare for eternity? Not just the future, but eternity with Jesus. How do you do that? How do you prepare for heaven? Well, we have a story, a parable that Jesus told, and the people that were around him at the time understood this idea about preparation. They knew a little bit about that. They also knew that at any time things could change. So I want to encourage you to just take a look with me today in Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 to 30, and this is entitled The Parable of the Talents. Now, this is a parable that we find to be very intriguing because it really helps us to focus on one essential question. How do you get the most out of your future? How do we find ourselves in that best position in the future? So the parable of the talents has been a good story that Jesus has told that some people glean these kinds of things from. Wise investing will help prepare you for your future. Or doing something with what you've been given. You are able to do something, a unique skill or a special talent, and you do something with that. And so you're using your talent. But then it also is a good story to help us see a little bit deeper into what heaven's view of preparing for the future would be. What do good and faithful servants in the kingdom use their talents to do? Okay, well, one of them is we can use our talents to glorify God. After all, that's our purpose. Why do we exist? To glorify God. How about this? How about pointing people to Jesus? That sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? Or how about this? To help create environments of love, acceptance, and forgiveness. We can use our time, our talent, and our tithe to do just that, to help, to be available, to use the resources that we have. And so, just like this landowner in our story, in our parable, gives a talent to each one of these workers, and then he goes away and they're instructed to do their very best with this talent. So the first two laborers, they go ahead and they invest their talent. And so the results of that work comes back twofold. They get double what they had before. And they are congratulated by the landowner. But the third laborer digs a hole in the ground, puts his talent there, and buries it. And then he just kind of goes on his merry way for the rest of the time that the landowner is gone. But when the landowner returns, he calls the three laborers together and says, "What have you done with the talent I've given you?" Well, you can imagine that the first two are congratulated because their investments turned out to be good and the reward of that work was evident. So the landowner congratulated them. He said, "Good and faithful servants, come and enjoy all of that results." But then the third worker just goes and digs the hole back up and pulls that talent out of the ground and goes, here you go. "Sir, I have what you gave me." Because you see, he had done nothing with it. And the landowner was not pleased. And so Jesus relates that story to his audience. Jesus is relating that story to us today as we read this to help us to understand that in the kingdom, God wants us to use our talents to glorify him and to make a difference in the lives of others. So, put quite simply, here's the question. Have you and I been faithful? Have we been wise? And have we prepared when it comes to using what God has given us to make a difference? That's a good question, and I hope that you and I have a good answer. I know that's the answer that I want to hear. Well done, thy good and faithful servant. And I hope that will be an answer that you hear as well. Have a great day. Blessings to you.